In a quarter mile, merge onto I-285 South.
Come on, Kanye!
Welcome to Crafting with Cass. I'm Cass, and welcome back to Crafting with Cass. If you're back and you're ready for another DIY project. So in today's DIY, I'm going to be finally getting around to DIYing the trendy faux terracotta vases that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I'm going to put a little spin on it. I'm going to be using a little bit more added texture on my vases by using some wooden dowels and some marbles. And so I'm going to also be re-DIYing some of the vases that I've already done too in the past. I started off trying to use this skewer to stir the mixture with, and I don't know why I did that. So I ended up getting a little bit smarter and stirring it with the paintbrush a little bit later. But here I'm just using 1 part of baking powder to basically 1 part of acrylic paint. So I've DIYed this jar before in a previous DIY, and I'll link that video in the description box below. But I love how this technique is giving these jars a whole new look. And I ended up giving each jar at least about 4 coats of paint. And I completed the same steps for the other vase, and I realized that it's best to make sure that you allow it to dry in between coats, because after you don't let it dry, then when you start to paint it, I noticed that it easily peels right back off and you're just sitting there painting all day basically. And for the next set of vases, I'm going to be using some upcycled Bath & Body Works candle jars that I cleaned out, and also some marbles that I got from the dollar store to create some more texturized aesthetic vases. And here I am just gluing some of the marbles to the glass before I go ahead and paint it. And I'm using a different color for these sets of vases, but I'm using the same mixing process that I used for the other vases. got to the point where I decided I'm just going to redo every plain glass that I can find laying around in the house. And so I decided to do this one a different color using the same process that I did for the other vases. And then I did about 4 coats on this one as well. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like DIYs on a budget, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe with the bell to see what I'm crafting next.